The port of Hamburg, 2:30 a.m. The last containers are stowed aboard the Götaland. Destination, Helsinki. (3:15). The container ship unmoors and moves off down the River Elbe to the sea. Brunsbüttel. Vessel traffic operator Rudolf Boost on his way to work at the Kiel Canal Traffic Center. Boost is one of 12 operators responsible for the smooth running of shipping between Brunsbüttel and Kiel.
Moin. Geschafft?
Ja, geschafft. War nicht so eine anstrengende.
In the coming hours, he'll be guiding large and small ships from all over the world through the busiest artificial waterway worldwide. Concise and competent, the handover beside the electronic distance time diagram showing the status of 52 ships on the canal. 5:50. The northwest roads off Brunsbüttel. The Götaland turns to starboard and is ready to enter the lock. Captain Heiko Wolf knows the routine. Call in by radio, and then, with a steady hand and a cool head, proceeds smoothly into the lock. From the North Sea to the Baltic, or vice versa. For the captains, the 100 kilometers travelling through the heart of the state of Schleswig-Holstein are the most popular shortcut in international sea traffic. The 500 kilometers of natural waterways around Skagen take longer and mean more fuel, and that's expensive for the shipping companies. (6:20). The lock gate opens and ponderously the Götaland eases itself into the chamber. Passing through the lock will take about 3/4 of an hour. Time enough for the captain to pass on all the relevant information about his ship to the ship's data processing system, or SDPS. Name, size, current draft, cargo, call sign, port of destination. Data that controllers, lock keepers, shipping agencies, canal pilots, water police and numerous other authorities between Brunsbüttel and Kiel can access online. 7:34, and nothing more stands between the Götaland and the canal. From now on, controller Rudolf Boost will guide the Götaland safely through to Kiel, while every 30 minutes broadcasting a call with the latest traffic information to all shipping in the canal, like the traffic bulletins we hear every day on the radio. This is Kiel Canal 2 calling all shipping. At 07:45 hours, here is the eastward traffic situation. Traffic Group 4, Götaland, over 7,000 gross tonnage, with a draft of 6 meters 90 at 07:34 hours from Lok to Kudensee. Traffic Group 5, Maersk Rijeka, over 9,000 gross tonnage with 8 meters 80 draft, will pass Dückerswisch at around 08:22 hours. The Götaland will then be given a waiting time in Kudensee for the Maersk Rijeka. End of message.
Ende der Durchsage.
On average, 129 ships a day pass through the canal, and to guide them through the bottleneck between the North and Baltic Seas without delay and, above all, safely, the traffic centre in Brunsbüttel has to be continuously updated on their positions. Captain Wolf explains how it works and what role the Automatic Identification System, or AIS, plays.
Das AIS-System übermittelt Daten eines Schiffes.
The AIS supplies data like course, position, speed, destination and draft to the traffic centre, so that there they can see at a glance which ship is in what position and when it can be expected to meet another ship.
Wann voraussichtlich mit einem anderen Schiff sich begegnen wird.
Radar is a great help during the procedure, but AIS goes one step further, and thanks to the online data exchange between ship land station and traffic centre guarantees the accuracy of the positions of all ships on the canal, made visible here on the distance time diagram, as Rudolf Boost explains.
Wir befinden uns hier in der Verkehrszentrale Brunsbüttel. Sie sehen hier hinter
We're here in the traffic centre at Brunsbüttel, and behind me you can see the distance time diagram on which all AIS transponder data are registered. This allows us to see the position of every ship in the canal. On the right-hand side is Brunsbüttel, and on the left is Kiel. And in between we have all the various sidings, a total of 10, where all sizes of ship can pass. The sidings, as they're known, are controlled by traffic lights. Only here may the largest ships pass each other. To regulate these manoeuvres properly, ships are divided into so-called traffic groups, from 1, which is for small vessels like inland or coastal ships, to 6, the really big ships. The sum of the passage numbers on the canal range from 6 to 8. The system is simple. The traffic group numbers are added together, and if the total is less than the passage number, then the ships can pass each other without difficulty. If, however, the total is exceeded, then one or more ships must wait until the other has passed. Our Goetheland is in Group 4. The Maersk Rijeka heading towards it is a Group 5. A total of 9, which is more than the passage number at this point and makes this an unauthorized meeting. For this reason, at 8:22, the traffic controller makes the Goetheland wait for the Maersk Rijeka at the Kudensee Dolphins.
In dieser Einstellung sehen wir jetzt, dass die Goetheland.
Here we can see that the Goetheland has waited for just under an hour and the Maersk Rijeka has passed, as indicated by this line. Which means that the Goetheland can now continue its journey, so I'll switch the signal to green. 9:15, and the Goetheland can continue at 15 kilometers per hour on its journey to Kiel and the larger Maersk Rijeka to Brunsbüttel. The safe passage of ships is today in the hands of captains, assisted by local pilots and the traffic controllers at the Brunsbüttel Centre.
Ja, Goetheland, alles verstanden. Gute Reise und bis zum nächsten Mal dann.
A task with a great deal of responsibility, which, thanks to the new ship's data processing system, dynamic position registration and electronic traffic control, guarantees a smooth passage for over 43,000 ships from all over the world 365 days a year. The Goetheland at the Lebensauer Bridge in Kiel. Just 8 hours have passed since we left the lock in Brunsbüttel. As the distance time diagram shows, the Goetheland has had only one short wait in a siding. Thanks to the sophisticated traffic control, she had free course at all her other passings. "3 p.m. Entering the Kiel lock. The Goetheland cuts her speed. After 98.6 kilometers, Captain Heiko Wulff steers his ship into the narrow lock chamber. 3:30. The lock gate opens and the way is free for the Goetheland to continue on to Helsinki. And as Captain Wulff and the Goetheland pass the Kiel lighthouse to port, the competitor would now just be rounding Skagen. "24 hours a day, in both directions, optimally guided whatever the weather. The Kiel Canal, a time-saving, safe alternative that is economical for international shipping and world trade.